your typical jock going through high school. So,
Well, see, and that's the crazy thing. We had jocks that actually did stuff like that because a lot of them grew up on farm.
yeah, I mean, I grew up. That's what I'm saying. I know that that stuff was around, and I know we probably had even a couple players on the sports teams at my high school that probably did it, but I just never paid really attention to it. So, you know,
That you just
but it's
you just
funny
said,
as
you just said sports team. You don't know sports. You said sports team.
sports teams. Okay, all
You're
right.
you're the one you're the one that walks up to the drug dealer. I would like to buy the drugs.
So, okay, so the athletic
I am
teams
here.
at my
I
school. I
I
don't
am
know how you
here.
want me to put it.
I am here to buy the drugs. Hmm. You're a cop?
No,
I am not I am not a cop. I
no,
am a fellow drug buyer like you.
no, definitely not how. That's never. I've never said that when I used to buy my drugs. I used to. Keyword
Keyword,
20 years,
keyword,
20
keyword,
years ago.
keyword, keyword,
20 years
keyword.
ago.
Hey, cut
Well, I
that.
mean,
Make sure you
20
cut that,
years
all
ago,
right?
shit. And 20 years ago, certain things were still illegal. So, but now it's a new day and age, and they're not. So, as depends how you looking at it. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, man, I don't know. I've been this. I don't know. Turning 40, bro. It's been weird. Like,
And with
I
that being
feel.
said, that half was strong. Parties in third grade and stuff like that. What my school did. My cheeseburgers, 30 hot dogs, and a barrel.
Feels good to be here. Still got a lot of goals and stuff. I'm about to retire. I don't. It's not there, and I don't. Right now, and I'm on the grind. You know what I mean? So,
Welcome back to the Grandpa Gives podcast. While the old man is trying to figure out how old he is, I'm your host, Reggie the Tech, and your other. I don't know what that was. Let's run that back. What the old man says he's turning 40. Said, I am your host, Reggie the Tech, and the other host, William Will the Creative.
what's
How are
happening?
you and your old icky bones? The grumpy lizard would like to know.
Ah, man,
What y'all
man.
can't see is right now he has a blanket over his lap with some hot tea.
Hey man, I'm just trying to live my life, man. I'm good, man. Turned 40 this past week. It's different. It's definitely different. It's humbling. And then you still also got to realize when you think about 40 years of life on this earth, bro, and you think about and us being in the military. Just think, I don't know. Some couple days ago, I was like, man, I just think about all the people I know that didn't make it to this time and part in their life. They lost their life at a very young age. That's crazy. And I don't know why, because of me, I'm who I am. I was just like, oh, it's just another day. But I'm like, now that I think about it, I was like, bro, I should have really celebrated that the way I should have really did something. But that's me. I was just like, ah, it's just another day. It's cool. It's whatever. But realistically, I think, I don't know, I had a revelation. I was like, dude, there's people that don't even make it to 40, bro. That's sad to say that.
Yeah,
So,
it's a
you know,
milestone.
yeah, right. And I, I guess maybe when I turn 41, I'll think differently. But this year, I was just like, it's whatever. I turned 40. But realistically, man, I mean, I guess that's a feat of life, dude. As I was told, for a male, it's over the hill because the average life of a male is 86. I was like, that's not realistic to me. But I guess whatever you say, man. So I don't know. It's different. I know you're not too far behind, so we'll have the same conversation next year.
Yes, I will be 40 next year, and I'll just be moving around, just doing
Yeah. Whatever,
all that.
Doug.
Yeah.
Whatever. We'll see. We'll see how 40 hits you, bro. I'm telling you, some dramatic change mentally, spiritually, and physically in my body. And I was just trying to fight through it. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I just think it's funny how everybody's like, oh, you turn 40, man. Shit just starts happening. I was like, nah. bro, shit just really does start happening. I don't even understand it. Why? Like, all of a sudden, I got a pain in my fucking hip area. And boy, it just came out of nowhere. I was like, well, this
I
is
didn't have this pain yesterday.
I've never had this pain
I didn't have this pain
ever.
yesterday.
And all of a sudden, I was like, damn, man, the back of my hip is hurting. What did I do?
My knee. My,
I mean, I do it. I was like, oh man, I turned 40, man. I still could do 405, which I did. 405 for 3 reps. And then before that, I did 3 sets of 5 at 335, and 405 was my last set. But I was like, yeah, that's pretty good, I think, for 40 years old. I mean, in my head, I'm still young, bro. I'm still young, man. At the end of the day, you're as old as you feel. I don't feel old. And I think a lot of that too is what you say is what you're portraying about yourself. So it's like, I really don't feel that old, but everybody else around you, but man, you old, man. I'm not really that old. Like,
hey,
if
at
I'm
the
not
end of the day,
here,
it's not about it's not about what everybody else says, right? It's about what you think.
Yeah, no.
Hey, because it's your body, self-talk, positive self-talk. I tell you all the time, positive self-talk. You're like, I'm not old. I'm out here. I'm doing the things that I need to. For whatever reason, I still want to lift 405 body. And then your check engine like, come on, like, we don't have to lift 405, okay? We can lift 395. That'll be nice. That'll be nice. We can go down. We don't need to go up.
The sad part is I still want to go up. My goal is still 500 on squat. So,
and that's fine. You don't got too far to go. You close enough to the ground.
Why'd you have to mention? What does it matter? You act like you only 5'11" or 5'10", whatever, and you ain't a giant. You don't tower over me, sir.
Define tower over you.
You're not. This ain't a Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and freaking Kevin Hart situation. I'm 5'6", dog, and a half. So
that half was strong. Yeah. That half was strong. Oh man.
No, I did. But then, I don't know. It feels good to be here. Still got a lot of goals and stuff I want to achieve. So that's why I feel like it's like the end of the road. People, that old term, man. I vividly remember hearing when I was a kid, hearing people, man, I can't wait to be old, fat, and retired. And I'm like, now that I'm older, I was like, that doesn't even sound appealing. There's a lot of health problems beyond that.
That sound like hurts.
Yeah, I was like, I want to still be as much as I possibly can. I want to be physically active for as long as I can and be able to move and function around without having to have a walker unless something tremendously tragic happens. I still want to be a functional human being for as long as I can without having to. And I think our generation of, we are starting to figure out, no, it's not good to just stop doing stuff.
No,
it's not. When we're seeing it, our parents, damn, bro. Yeah. So that's good that change is happening. And then it's also now producing onto our kids, getting them understand working out is not a punishment. It's a part of a healthy lifestyle that you need to learn how to achieve. So I still can't wait for the day until, Jai's at enough. Right now he's not having to do little stuff, body weight, push-ups. He has a little circuit he has to do, but I can't wait till I can actually start taking him to the gym and training with me. But that's good that we are recognizing certain things and trying to take better care of ourselves than what our parents did for themselves. So.
Yeah, those are the big things right there. Taking care of yourself and understanding what your limitations are. And that's not saying you can't go past your limitations, but what's the purpose of trying to hurt yourself to prove something? What are you proving to anyone anymore? The only person you should be proving stuff to is yourself, and proving to your family, especially if you had some traumatic thing happen in your life. You're trying to stay healthy. You're trying to keep it and stay around for a little while longer. And that's where I believe, you talked about with our generation, I believe, in my opinion, is that where most of us fail it, because when we see it, we said, I want to retire, be fat and happy, and sit somewhere and not do anything, and then next thing you know, a couple years later, you're saying goodbye, you're burying this person or cremating this person, or this person is immobile and they got to take care and they got to be taken care of. Those are the big things you don't want to happen. That's why got to eat your veggies, got to eat your fruit, got to have a diet. Don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, fried food is the greatest thing in the world, but too much of anything, no matter what it is not good for you. Your body will say, yo, I need some vegetables. I need something healthier than what you're doing. Don't get me wrong. You got to get past your cravings and your temptations, because cravings are real. Especially if you're a sweet fiend. If you love sweets, oh yeah.
I mean, I just seen a thing where it's basically saying how this generation is still thriving in the most stressful times that we have seen. And I'm thinking what you're saying is like stress causes you to then eat out of emotion and all this other stuff. And some people don't have that understanding. And as much as I've been seeking down my health journey, once I really start trying to be cautious and mindful of this stuff, I know for a fact I can be an emotional eater, and I have to. That's where when I learned about fasting and all this, it helps with that. But also knowing that I am a guy that needs to go to the gym at least 5 to 6. Well, I'm going to say at least 6 to 7 days a week, right? I need to at least go, at a minimum 5. I understand these things. It just understanding the physiological behind it, how it keeps my chemistry level and all this other stuff. Cause it's like, there's this guy I just follow called Mr. Motivation, and he talks about it, and that's how I appreciate everybody. Your body will hold your emotions that you don't release. So it's like, why not go to the gym and freaking use that for something else in a positive and release that shit? Cause it'll show in your body. People don't understand that part. People don't understand that. But I mean, I kind of started understanding once I started doing my own research and going on this health journey thing and just trying to live a healthier, better lifestyle. But even the part of like sad part is in the sailor culture is the bottle, picking up the bottle and the booze and all that other stuff. Even giving that up, I really don't do that anymore. And it's the sad part is I thought it would be, oh man, I gotta feel I need to fit in. And especially when you're in certain cultured families where that is the norm, is to drink and all this stuff. Honestly, I don't know. The older I get, the less I care for it. So it's that, and to me, I think that's a good sign. I'm not saying I don't indulge in beverages from time to time, but not where I need to go, or every day or every weekend, I need to have a drink. I'd be actually more happy when I don't have a drink, because I wake up feeling better. Now that I drink something, it's like,
ooh,
man.
Yeah, and to me, that doesn't have to do with age anymore. With the whole, it does, but I think for us, for the most part, when we started this young in the game, and we get to a certain point, because even before 40, I noticed I started slacking off. In my early 30s, I started slacking off. Even toward the latter end of my 20s, I started slacking off. Don't get me wrong, I still, for celebration purposes, I still drink, in which even then sometimes it's far and in between.
Yeah.
And I don't disagree with you. The emotional eating, the emotional drinking, the doing emotionally bad things when you're in a bad mood is horrible. Is horrible at the end of the day, and you notice it. And you can't say people, oh, well, I don't notice I've been doing this. Okay, cool. So have you noticed every time you in a bad mood, next thing you know, you gotta get some Ben and Jerry's and sit there and just be, this is so sad. This is okay, cool. Not saying you have to do what we do and go to the gym and lift heavy things and get your feelings out, but 10, 20, 30 push-ups a day, some body squats. You don't have to go and pay the gym membership, because once again, you can do a lot of this stuff at home or wherever you're at. It works those emotions out. Have you ever seen the meme where there's a little guy and there's a big guy? He was like, hey man, how'd you get so big? He's every time I'm stressed, I do one push up.
Yeah.
And my man is built a mountain.
Yeah,
he's built a mountain. And he's looking, when aren't you stressed? every time I do a push-up.
Yes. And I mean, even, well, you said it's a small things too. Even going for a walk. Sometimes you need that long walk, but it helps you clear your thoughts and all that stuff. That's people sleep. People sleep on such the small, small things. Now, yeah, you don't have to be a gym rat, but at least try to stay physically active. Now, and you don't have to make it so hard neither. I know some people stress about going to the gym because they've never been. That's the thing. I didn't get it at first, but now I started as I understand this. You're not comfortable. That's a scene you've never been in, and you don't know what you're doing. So you panic mode. You're like, I don't want to go to the gym because, and you make the innocent, bro, just show up. Honestly, in my opinion, as long as I've been in the gym, you might meet the right person that might actually just show you something.
And you know that's always the concern is you want to go with somebody, especially if you're only doing new things by yourself and you don't want to be
Yeah.
made fun of. There was this one guy that I was following his weight loss journey. His homie would go with him and he would be in the background and he would dress as a different character every time they go to the gym, just supporting.
I seen that. Yeah.
He would go to the gym, and that is showing so much love. Or other people in the gym see you struggling. It's like, hey, especially if they see guys, to me, guys are different when it comes to being in the gym. If you see somebody more than 3 times, hey man, you doing good. Hey, keep it up. And that's how guys usually meet or talk or become friends at the end of the day. But everybody's gym experience isn't the same, where they go in the gym and you overhear somebody, oh, I don't understand why you here. Oh, you too big to be here. You shouldn't be doing that. And that's what deter people from going to the gym a lot of the time.
I do think now I've been in the gym a long time, and I'm gonna say I've very gym experience, right? I've been lifting weights on and off for over 20 years, and just now in the past 5 or 6 years, I've been just more consistent, understanding that I need this. This is my life. The gym is my life, right? And I'm okay with that. So even after this, I'm going to go to the gym. But I think that some people don't understand where they need to start. What I mean by that is I do see some of the bigger people that want to come to the gym and work out and all that other stuff, and they get a trainer and all this other stuff. And I have no quarrels or cons with that. You got to do what you got to do. But I also think that some people need to understand that depending on the size of how big you are, right? And use the top or how obese you are. Some trainers, you understand, they don't probably need to lift weights right away. They just need to get their heart moving. So just have them do the bike for 20 or 30 minutes and then have them do lightweight. Start them somewhere where that would make sense for them. All right, hey, we're just going to start. Let's just get on the treadmill. Let's walk for 20 minutes. And then we'll go from there. I see some of these trainers, they'll have a bigger person and they'll have them right away just start, all right, let's go start lifting weights. And I'm like, dude, that might not be the right thing for them right now. Even though it's a trainer in your head that you're feeling you're doing the right thing. But I'm be honest with you, cardio is king when it comes to, they need to get their heart pumping. All the visceral fat and all the stuff they got on their heart, they need to get that heart moving. And all it is pretty much through cardio. And I'm not saying weight training is not good. Weight training is good for the heart too, but they're at a stage where they just need to start moving. So let's get them on the treadmill for a little bit. Put maybe 2-pound weights in their hand and have them walk on a treadmill at a decent pace and a slight angle. That's just, I don't know.
You got to start off.
That's it.
Yeah, no, 100%. You're right.
Yeah.
You got to start off easy, especially with a person that's never worked out before. Don't get me wrong, if a person used to work out and due to injury or depression that they hadn't worked out in years, you still even got to start them off easier. Nobody's the Flash. When the Flash got heavy set and then he got on the treadmill and ran super fast and he's back skinny again. That's not how it works.
Yeah,
that's not how it works.
It's not realistic.
You're gonna go through especially when you start working back out, you're gonna go through the pains of, okay, cool. You gotta know the difference between what's soreness, what's actual pain, and if you're actually hurting yourself. And that's the biggest thing where people quit, because I even caught myself quitting a couple times and going back because I forgot. I forgot what the feeling of soreness feels. I felt I hurt myself. Oh no, I didn't. Well, darn. I've already missed 3 days.
Yeah.
Let's start over.
I think mine's more the reset of mine's not necessarily the reset of the gym. I've gotten past the point where I need to start over with that whole, what you just talked about. It's gym is no problem. Me, it's the consistency is not just in the gym is the consistency of eating clean all the time. Cause I have a sweet tooth. And I'm trying to be it. There's things I'm learning. Just recently I learned about cortisol pickups once you after you work out. Those things play and it's a life journey, right? It's not, I'm figuring all this stuff out as I go. I am kind of stubborn in the sense of everyone's, oh, GLP-1 and all that stuff. And I know I could do that stuff, but I was at the same time, I'm also still learning my body. I still have another, in my head, I'm not fully in my prime. And you got to mind you, most of the pro bodybuilders really don't start hitting their prime until they're in their mid 40s is when all that stuff pays off. And I've been consistently lifting weights for the past, consistently where I haven't really missed more than, and I'll say more than 3 to 4 days, right? For the past 2 to 3 years. And then obviously I had that injury that put me down for a couple months, but I got back on it. So I've been back at it for about a year and a half now. But I think that it's trying not to let my head beat my goals. And I do that a lot of times where I worked out really good so I can have this.
Yeah.
And I need to stop doing that because it even though it's not much and things, the skill is still looking well, but it's those little things that still count, which also add up to whatever else I'm doing in life where I'm like, I'm doing that. So it's so trying to more or less at this point, it's just learning my brain. All right, I tell it to stop, right? And no, we're not gonna do this. Just suck it up. You can't eat that yet. Eventually, and I think my discipline is pretty good as far as going to the gym, right? I just need to discipline more in the kitchen. And I'm not saying I'm out here eating thousands of calories and cake and all that other stuff. But like I said, I got a little sweet too. So after I eat, I need some fucking Fiber One protein bar or something like that, or something just to hit that sweet tooth. And I got to get over that point because there's times where I don't have the healthy sweet tooth option. And I'll be, all right, yeah, let's just go get ice cream cone, you know?
I did good today. I'm gonna reward myself. I did great.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I did a good thing. I burned 1,000 calories, so let me eat 1,000 calories.
Yeah, basically. And people didn't realize an ice cream cone with 2 scoops of ice cream is almost 500 calories.
Yeah, plus on top of whatever else. If you eat the regular ice cream, yeah. There's a lot of people out here now. They got protein ice creams made that you can indulge in.
I pretty much try to get all that stuff nowadays but back in the day there was no options that really.
Yeah. So then everybody's body type is different.
No, 100%.
Some people, they can eat whatever they want and they be just fine and just be all right, cool, good for you.
Bro, those cats, bro, they have them freaking metabolisms where they just burn through anything. My man, y'all lucky. It also, on the other flip side of that, people that are that, it's also hard for them to put on muscle mass. So
once again, it really just depends on what your body type is.
I mean, just kind of me being around some of the people I've been around and what I've seen on social people have the high fast metabolism. It's hard for them to put on and keep on their muscle mass because their metabolism is hot. But yeah, this still does depend on body type. But this dude, Mac Truck, I follow, I've always had a high metabolism. He's like, it's been more of a struggle for me to put on muscle mass and keep it than it is for me to burn the weight off. So when I'm prepped for my shows, I have to eat an absurd amount of calories to keep this stuff on when I'm prepping for shows. And I get it because your metabolism is hot. You're burning through your food faster than you're burning through your food faster than your muscles can retain it for muscle growth. So I get it, but yeah, at the same time too, it also everybody's metabolism is different than everybody else's. So
yeah,
but there is that. I think they have that metabolism test thing now where you can test and it tells you you're supposed to. I think there's a blood one, there's a breath one, and it tells you when your peak time is to eat for you to burn your food and all this other stuff. And it's crazy how much science there is now behind it, and when people to help with people wanting to lose weight. Back then, I remember growing up, they used to have stuff, Jenny Craig, if you eat these meals, and then you'll cut all this weight. And not understanding you got to eat the meals, but then you also still got to work out and exercise. People who go on Jenny Craig back.
I
in the
mean
day,
these meals, and I don't know what's
I'm
going
just,
on.
I don't know
Just
what's,
not
I don't
losing
know.
the weight.
Jenny Craig used to set you up with time. I remember all this stuff, and I was just they used to set you up with all these time meals, but you also still have to actually work out. You can't just eat the meals. So and all that, I don't know. I just remember all the fads growing up, and I guess there's going to be a fad no matter what. But at the end of the day, it's going to be up to you whether you decide if it's good for you or not. I do think GLP-1s are probably some of the best things that ever came out if you use them correctly and you're not abusing it. And some people abuse it and they get so freaking small, they just disappear. It's crazy. So you only need to use it to a certain extent. And then after that, it's up to you. You should be able to, all right, I know how to maintain. I lost the weight. I should be able to come off this and then maintain. But to each is their own. I get it.
Yep. To each is their own. That's the thing you got to remember. To each is their own. All you can do is not be an enabler. If you're going to be a good friend and take a friend to the gym, don't be an enabler.
Yeah.
Actually try to help them. Actually try to understand, hey, what they're going through. Model a workout that would work for them. Understand the soreness versus actual pain. And this is why I say people should start off at home majority of the time before they go spend hundreds of dollars on gym memberships now, or spend hundreds of dollars on
gym equipment for the house.
Yeah. Or spending hundreds of dollars on a physical trainer and not going and not showing up because the first sign of, oh, I'm tired. Now you're pushing me too far. Get it. Hey, get a real true blue friend that's going to go with you, that's going to help you, that's going to sit back and be, hey, look, we can do this. We got this thing. Look, oh yeah, you pushing 5? Let's do 6. Let's do 7. Let's do 8. I told you, I just started doing versus counting my sets. I do my sets as time, a minute a set, right? Because at certain points, you're just doing 10 or 12 or 15, you're not feeling it. But once you're 10, 15 seconds in and doing stuff oh, okay, I'm at 30 and this pump getting in. I'm starting to push, starting to get a little bit harder. And pause. We're just going.
We're grown. I did okay. No, yeah, I mean, this is also what I also think is people try to find somebody who is gonna push you, right? There's people that got gym partners and they're not the best gym partner.
Yeah.
Trying to find somebody at least gonna feel, and no, you can do that. Hey, get that shit up. I said as of recently, I just got a gym partner. Shout out to my dog, G Yeti. But I remember when I started training with him 4 or 5 months ago now, he didn't know his own strength. And I remember if I see you in the gym and I feel you, I'll help you out. Because my thing is, I don't want you to get hurt. People try stuff and then, I think I could. Nah, bro, go to lower weight. Do it the right way before so you don't hurt yourself.
Yeah.
But I know this dude's 6'5", and the thing about you is you got leverage. Being that tall, you have leverage. What's in your head when you look at it, it seems heavy, but it's not for you because your height and your body weight. So one day I walked up to him. He was on the cable fly and reverse belt machine, but he was doing flies. Yeah. And I was like, dude, you can do the whole rack. And he's like, nah, man. I was like, dude, you can do the whole rack. And then he did it. He was like, what the fuck? I told you. So it kind of ever since then, we kind of clicked. I only got to work out with him once this week because my schedule's a bit crazy, but he's also, it's cool to watch his progress and we kind of push each other because of his leverage. He's technically stronger than me in certain aspects of leg extensions and leg press. He's stronger than me because he has more leg room to move the weight. Yeah. Vice for me, my legs are a little bit shorter. So I'm not saying I'm not strong, but I don't have the length, right? So I have to work a little bit harder. So, but that's what's great about, and I've kind of always worked out, even when I was playing football, I always worked out with the linemen, even though I was a fullback, because they were the stronger dudes and on power them so I can get my strength. So it kind of works out how we play off each other, but it's good seeing his growth and all that stuff and us pushing each other. And he's a little bit older than me, so he really just started getting to this gym thing and waking up and getting consistent. And it's good to see him doing all stuff because you understand. He's like, bro, I used to have back problems, all this stuff, and it's good as he says, man. All my stuff has started slowly going away because I strengthened my back, doing stuff with you. And I was like, in my head, I'm super humble. So, dude, you did that yourself in a sense. I just helped you figure out how to get there.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it. But other than that, man,
we out here. We doing things. As you see, we got the hoodie lure going. Somebody messed up one of the last episodes, didn't wear a hoodie.
It'll never happen again.
We're not gonna mention their name. But this is
we're just gonna look at
these are the prototypes we are working on right now. We're gonna have other designs and work on them through time. But I am Reggie the Tick.
Wait, stand up, show the full, stand up, show the full.
What if I told you I was? What if I told you I was standing up? Would that make you feel better?
I know you're not standing. No, you're not standing up. I know you're not standing up. Why that? You lie.
There's nothing right there other than that.
Okay, all right. Let me see the back. Let's see the back, man.
Okay. I'm not doing all that. We not doing a fast show. Not turn around.
Let's not. For real, we'll probably like somewhere in here. I'll have pictures of it, of the hoodies that we're working on and stuff that for you got hoodies and shirt.
As always, if you look in the description, all links to all Grumpy Gill socials and the Anchor and Goated store are available. And we're probably going through a restructuring here pretty soon. But I would tell him to stand up, but he's technically already standing up. Outside of that, love you guys always. Subscribe. Grumpy Gill's out.
Peace.